foul play. He's from the old school. He's got a good imagination as far as enforcing the law. He wants to be creative, and he gets results.
Look, I told you, we need the information now. Get the point? Today, we need the information today. You understand our position with this case? It's too important on us. Now's the day, right now, today. The information is needed today.
I just feel that maybe Officer Dembo jumped the gun. Maybe we could have got a conviction. Yeah, I just don't feel there was enough evidence in the court of law to back it up, regardless of what he did. I just don't think there was enough evidence to back it up.
I think you're talking out your ears.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I think if we let our suspect there know a little bit more than what we know, we'll trip his hand and we'll be able to get the suspect.
Well, if they're guilty, whether it be a man or woman, maybe they'll hang themselves.
Let the crime fit the punishment. Like the good book says. Good versus evil.
I think that's our best chance.
Crime does not pay.
And it's up to us to see that it don't. Well, I don't know. It could be foul play here, maybe not.
All you're doing is giving law enforcement a bad name.
Officer Dembo got information, and it's a lead to go on. And the suspect was taken back to the hospital, x-rays, and there's no foul play. He's got a way of doing things, and he's creative. Now, it's some more information I found out on Jim Benson. He liked talking with women, confining with them, having them confining him, women with problems.
Mm-hmm.
He capitalized on that.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying is, now, him and Mr. Howard, they have been seen together. Now, it could have been a coincidence.
Oh.
But, what if Mr. Howard's wife confined in Jim Benson?
It's possible.
What if Mr. Howard called them together?
That's possible.
So what I'm saying is, who's the real missing person, Mr. Howard or Jim Benson?
That's interesting.
I'm very concerned about that man in jail. He could know something. He could know something that could help us lead to a closure on this case.
Sure, that's crazy. Mr. Howard's a good family man and a law-abiding citizen.
Men, any time that the witnesses are afraid to testify, it's hard to get a conviction. It's hard to get a conviction, even if they do. Yet I don't feel that Mr. Howard is guilty of this. He could be involved in other things, but I don't feel that he's got anything to do with Jim Benson. I just don't feel that he has. Well, if people are afraid to testify, I don't see how it's possible to get a conviction. But something's going to break. He might be the guilty party, he might not. It could be a smoke screen.
I don't have to listen to this.
No, but we need to appoint an attorney to represent our department for what evidence that we have.
You can choose the prison that you want.
Me and I feel that we can all choose the prison that we want. A guilty conscience, that's quite a prison. Lest we get to the bottom of this case, and lest we get closure, lest we rule out foul play in this department and in our community, I just feel that we'll be prisoners within our conscience.
No, it's not the railroad killer because you don't want it to be the railroad killer.
Okay? Okay. You was right. I was in Disney World on this Will Simmons case. I thought that he had been killed, yet he was the killer. We got him. We got him. And I just feel that we should follow this through. Follow it through to the end.
Well, in my years, all the years I've investigated, you may have nothing. And then one morning, one afternoon, the phone rings or a piece of evidence pops up and you've got everything. So you never know. One day, nothing, no hope. Next day, evidence here, or a domino effect, or 5 pieces of evidence just pops up. Yeah, it could be under our noses or anywhere, but
I just feel that the officers would pull off this case way too soon. Now, I realize it costs taxpayers money. And I realize that the officers have to deal with the situations in the county. Yet, I mean, what I'm saying, you've got different departments for different things, and something just don't seem right to me.
Well, pressure's good, and we don't want him to know that what we already do know, which isn't much, but we just got to keep hanging in there, mainly. Something will turn up. Always does. If it doesn't, you didn't push the investigation hard enough.
Well, maybe Mr. Howard has you fooled like he did the people in his community.
I'm not worried about that man. You know why? Because I got all you intelligent men behind me to keep it from going wrong. Don't worry about it at all.
Just trying to warn him for his own good.
Well, Sheriff Winslow, hey Bart, are you Bart? Sheriff Winslow's here. I don't know, he must not be at home. But I did have a note with me, I believe, with him, but he usually lets the dog have that room, and he stays in this part. But, well, I'll go see if I can get the door open. No, I'll just go through it off.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Bart. I left a note. Oh, buddy, looks like you've calmed down since the last time. Looks like you've calmed down some. Well, I guess if you're ready, we'll go on.
Okay.
Yeah. My pants are messed up. Well,
You did, didn't you?